3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Forex Trading Show. Forex trading live every weekday morning. Real trades, real profits, zero analysis. Set back, relax, and get ready to profit. And now, your host, Terry from FXWithTerry.com.
Welcome, Forex traders, degenerate gamblers, end of the week watchers. It's Friday already. I had to look and go, what? It's Friday. It's Friday. Let's go through the results. From my standpoint, lots of movement. I sleep with my phone right next to my head so I can hear all the announcements, and it just dinged all night. Lots of activity, and it seems pretty consistent. Kind of interesting for a Friday morning. Doug says, good morning. Doug is always here, and that is a sign of massive success. It's like you just pick something, and that's what you're doing. So, appreciate you joining me. And I scheduled this way ahead of time, thinking that maybe more people would show up live, but I think people like the replay more than they do the live. It's a good opportunity for brand new people to come in, especially if I schedule this early, for brand new people to come in and ask questions in the live chat, like in the middle of the night while I'm sleeping, and I can answer it in the morning when we go live. So I'll start kind of moving in that direction. So and Denise is here. Denise says, I'm here too. I'm here too. So let's take a look at, we're looking at the free signal. Interestingly enough, I mean, this is kind of proof of concept, right? But we've got USD CAD sell, and it's moving quite a bit. It was at about a $200 or $300 drawdown. Now it's only at 90 some dollars. History wise, we had 3 profitable closures, and this is in the free signals. Like, you're welcome. For people that are not paying for the system and just coming in and want to learn or want to see proof of concept, this is proof of concept. $170.92 closed, 3 profitable trades in a row overnight. And again, we're in USD CAD sell. So guess what you could do? If you're brand new, you want to see if Terry knows what he's talking about, sell USD CAD right now, because with my algorithm and signal here, entry price does not matter. There goes remnants of my cold. Just can't shake this thing. God, what am I, 12 days in? At least. Well over 2 weeks, 14, 15 days in. So that's why I'm talking a little slow, because I can feel it. I can feel it coming on. But look at that. There's some quite a bit of movement there, because it was, like I said, $250 drawdown just before I went live. And if we look at the chart here, yeah, it's pushing down. It's pushing down hard. Speaking of pushing down hard, let's go look at something else here. So again, entry price is not critical, or really not even. It's with my algorithm, it's direction, so we're in the sell direction, and it's the take profit. So the TP right now is 1.37360. That can and will change if it goes into more trades to bring this particular trade profitable. But again, if you go back to history, Euro JPY, Euro AUD, USD CAD all went into trades last night or since yesterday's live, and boom, into profit. So anyway, looking good. Let's pause. Let's move on to, let's see, what are we going to look at? Let's go look at the 10 pip hybrid. This is what we'll be looking at, is a subset of the overall algorithm that I send out. Let's see, here it is. And interestingly enough, as you know, CAD CHF is just giving us a run for our money. It's giving us a run for our money. Oddly, what an odd pair to push like that. And I know I keep talking about it, we probably should go look at what the volatility is on this thing. I've looked at, and we can do this. Let's go look at the history results real quick here. Let's see. Let me click this button. So $334.88 closed overnight. Euro JPY went into quite a few trades and ended in a net profit. GBP USD was on top of that. So it's looking pretty good. But this group of currency pairs that we're trading right now with the 10 pip hybrid is just going sideways. Let's see, if we go look, I'm actually gonna look at, in fact, I'll just jump over to it. So here's CAD Chief. You can see that it's just pushing. The final trade is a little bit in profit right now, but let's take a look at this. So this is the hour chart, and we got this has really pushed. I really thought it was going to go up from here. They're not ready to go up yet. And in fact, if I take you over to the browser, let's see if I can share this properly with you. Stand by. Yep, that's not gonna work. Let me try this. Stand by. I just need to. I'm at. Son of a bitch. Every time I look at TradingView, and I haven't looked at it in a while, they throw up some sort of ad in front of me. So stand by. Let me see if I can share this. I'm going to try one more time. I don't know why it's acting funny. And there it is. Jesus, mother of God. Can we make this harder? Let's make this software really hard. So we're looking at CAD, CHF, and what I can do here is zoom out a little bit, because I was looking to the left to see where the bottom is. The most recent bottom is here. I don't know if you can see this. Let me see if I can actually put a line, a horizontal line on the chart. I'm just going to go right to the bottom. So that's the bottom. If we now zoom in, you get to see that we're, and all of this is just speculation and guessing, but you can see that we've had some huge pushes over here. We had one huge push, another one, another 3 huge pushes down here, and now we're getting some more. You're seeing the wick down here. That means that it could mean, I shouldn't say it means, it could mean that we're at the bottom. Now, if you look back farther in history, it could go a hell of a lot lower. However, let's go do something here. Sorry for the cough, just coming out of nowhere again. Let me look at something. See if I can pull this up. I'm just going to go look at mataf.net, Forex volatility. I'm going to sort it here, and let's see. Here's what's interesting. CAD Chief is the second slowest currency pair in the world. 35.7 pips per day on average, and that's over 10 weeks. If we look at it over 4 weeks, it might be a little bit more. Verifying that I'm human. I'll tell you what, I could not be more human. Let me sort this again. Yeah, CAD Chief, 36.47 pips a day. Bottom 3 over the last 3 weeks. For that to be the pair, that's why it's just so unpredictable. It's so unpredictable that one of the slowest moving pairs in the world slowest moving pairs in the world will push against us like that hard, that long, that consistently. If I were to look, and we might be able to measure this, let's measure this. Let's go to the daily. Day. Where's the day? Here we go. 1 day. Let's look at this move here and how much. So we know it moves about 35 pips a day. If I'd use the measurement tool, it has currently moved 235.6 pips over a 13-day period. So 35 pips a day, but now we're going to move 235 pips over 13 days. You know what? 13 bars, 17 days, so 2 weeks, roughly, right? And if you look at this daily chart here, this is where we're at. There's a huge bottom over here. I'll actually draw another line here. Let's see, where's my lines? Why did my line leave? Horizontal line. If I go all the way down to, we'll kind of ignore the wicks over here. This blue line here is another recent history bottom. Now, if I go back, you'll see that where we're at right now is definitely a recent bounce off of it in terms of support. And then we had a previously before that a resistance area, 4 days, 4 candles, and then we have an area of interest over here where it pretty much consolidated. So it's up in the air. But I will tell you, it will end up being profitable. We are just kind of stuck in this loop, and there goes the ad that I'm forced to watch. Let's go back. Let's go back to what I wanted here. My guess is as good as yours. Your guess is as good as mine. It's just acting a little bit crazy, but I'll also say this. There's no danger. I mean, unless you were degenerately bidding, there's no danger. We're trading this group. It shouldn't overtrade because we're only trading a limited number of pairs, and we're getting some profits. There's enough movement on the other pairs, as you can see. Enough movement on the other pairs to get some closures for the day. So certainly nothing I'm worried about, but we're just kind of stuck here. And it's just odd that CAD, CHF was what the market makers chose to just push. Slowest currency pair in the world. You might speculate and go, well, I don't like the volatility of these higher moving currency pairs because, if you look at the movement of the highest currency pair, what is it, about 160, 170 pips, right, per day? That's a lot. It's a lot more than 35. But you might say to yourself, well, I'll just trade the lower currency pairs, like CAD Chief, Euro GBP, which we stopped trading Euro GBP because it just would go into a trade and go freaking sideways for a month, right? Because it is a low volatility, low movement pair. But there's been times in the past when I said, well, I'll just pick some low volatility pairs and put my system on it, and it's 6 of one, half dozen the other. You get stuck in this just sideways movement, and now what after this week long of consolidation on CAD Chief, we're now getting a push down even farther. And I'll go back to the chart here. And we're getting a little bit of a pullback already. But, if you look at the daily, it's not really easy to see, but I mean, it's just push. And this could be, because of the low volatility of this pair, this could be the final push down, and it's time to go towards a take profit. Now, I did do some manipulations. I'm surprised you guys haven't beat me up on this. I did some manipulations on some other CAD Chief pair trades, and because of the recent entries, it's added at least 2 or 3 more trades, it looks like. those other trades that I manipulated, they will not have the proper take profit. I already know that. I knew it wasn't going to jump all the way up to our new take profit, but I will update that when we get off the call. And I'm going to lose my voice. So that's it. Looking pretty good for that. If I jump to the week history, 521.75 for the week. So what that means is we've got a lot of movement today. So if you look at 334 for the day, it's not what I wanted. 334 for the day, 521 for the week. Had a lot of movement overnight. Kind of supports the idea where, someone said to me yesterday or a couple days ago, "What's happening, Terry? Is my account still working? Like, I was making money, and now it's just not making any money." Welcome to Forex. Forex moves randomly. Like, they have a plan, but to us, it appears very random, right? When I say they, the big banks, the hedge funds, the people that are moving these currencies. Jesus, I was fine yesterday, and now it's just kicking my ass again today. So let's go ahead and look at the overall system. Let me pull it up here. And I would imagine if you look at the overall system that, let me just glance before I show you this. Let me see if there's any other currency pairs that have pushed like that. Hence the value of having the premium signals feed pointing at 100K demo for you at minimum lot size, so you can kind of see what the overall system's doing. It looks to be CAD Chief is the only pair in the world right now. Yeah, the only pair in the world right now. It is literally the only pair out of the 22 we trade that's doing that to us. It's just pushing, and pushing against. However, I'll share this with you. Overnight, $1,757.05 in closed trades on the overall system. That's incredible. That, my friend, is incredible. What an awesome system. To close that much overnight. Now, can you handle the entire premium signals feed on a live account? You need to have at least $10,000 and bid no more than a 0.05 or 0.07 lot size. Because that's a lot of volume of trading. If you look for the week, we're up because NZD CAD had a huge closure. Still up 132,641 for the week. Very impressive on the overall system. Like, I'll say this as I do a lot. Nothing but net profit. Nothing but net profit. Now, that is the overall system. We looked at the free signal, we looked at the 10 pip hybrid, we looked at the overall, which we're looking at right now. Now, I'm going to be transparent. I told you that I started the gold scalper test yesterday, and I have the ability to greatly speed it up, basically turn it into turbo trading. And I hadn't done that before, but I did, and I'm like, let's see what happens. And in doing that, it took some losses. So I turned the turbo off. So let me show you what it looks like. Pull up the account. And listen, guys. There's no trades right now. I'll show you this. No trades open right now. I started at 10,000. We're at 9,619. This is why you test this stuff. Everybody's excited about gold scalper. But if you don't test all of the different options, and you know what? There's dozens of options inside of this AI system that's running my gold scalper. Dozens of options. Dozens of base level options. I mean, it's probably 5 dozen overall options. So basically what it did, I set it at about a 5% loss, $500. And it hit that. It's because I had it really sped up. So let's take a look at the trades. So it's down. Sorry for the coughing. It's down $380.17 because back here is a section of trades where started here and it went all the way to here, and it just got hit, and it was hit enough to where it was like, okay, direction's not working out for me. But again, I had this on turbo mode. I turned it off. We're just going to do regular minute one scalping, let this thing recover, which I believe it will. And it could be a scenario where I need to open up more, I need to open the equity protection up a little bit more. I think this is going to turn out to be good. It takes months and months, sometimes years, to figure out the settings with these things. It just does, because, you know, out of, like, let's say 50 settings on this algorithm, you run it on historical data and you get it down to the 4 or 5 settings that can be manipulated that change it. So now you go put it on live data, which we're doing, and I have to play with those 4 or 5 settings to see what it does in the real world. You get it close with historical data, and then you've got to run it, you've got to forward test it, is what it's called. So, not impressive, but indicative of what I told it to do. I'm like, trade really fast, is basically what I said. And let's see if that, let's see if that does anything. And it ran it a little too fast, a little too hard. So I got it backed off. But just being transparent with you, this is not something, not even close to something I would release. But I know for a fact that I understand this and I watch it and I know exactly what's going on. And that eventually I could go, this thing's smoking along, it's beautiful, I'm going to release it to the public. I'd like to be able to do that, but sometimes you test these things for months and months and months and months and months, and they just don't succeed. And that's why most people don't succeed with these things. They don't have the time, patience, or even understanding how to test each of these different parameters. So they put it on their account, they do some settings, and they wake up to this, minus $380 on a live account, and they're like, it doesn't work, it sucks, see you later. It's the same thing with my algorithm. It took me years of forward testing to perfect that. And then even the last 3 years when it's been available to the public, I've still tweaked it a little tiny bit over time because there were scenarios that happened that I didn't see in my previous forward testing, right? I would say my algorithm right now is absolutely perfected. There are manipulations you can do to it to make it do different things, trade different pairs at different times and stuff like we're doing with the 10 pip hybrid, but my algorithm is absolutely perfected. It's 99.9% perfect. So anyway, that's it for the week. Friday, June 14th. Have an awesome weekend. I felt like yesterday I was getting away from this sickness and this cold, and now all of a sudden this morning it feels like it's hitting me again. Kind of odd for me. This only happens to me like every 5 or 6 years. So I'll get through it, and we'll get that video release that I've been talking about. But that's it. Appreciate you watching. Get into the group, fxwithterry.com. It's a free Discord group, free signals. And then, of course, what's the smartest thing you could do? Once you prove to yourself and build your own confidence that my system is the best, that it constantly wins, that it's profitable, nothing but net profit, then you probably should buy a subscription or a license and truly take this thing by the horns and do something with your financial future. So that's it. Appreciate you watching, and I will see you on Monday. I'll be in the group. Let me know if you need anything. Take care.
Thank you for joining us on the Forex Trading Daily Live Show. Get access to all of the free trades with full auto trading at fxwithterry.com. Be sure to subscribe and get notified of the daily live stream. And get ready for your next profitable Forex trade.